and welcome to Clever Writer by Heather, where we dream big so you can create stories that will inspire others. I'm Heather, and I'm the author of these two books, Guardian of the Dream Tree and Colors of the World Adventures. I've really enjoyed writing this series, and I just finished my third book, and it's off now to an agent. Before I became an author, I was a teacher for 15 years, and I had to teach students who had learning disabilities and also English language learners how to read and write in the English language. And in those 15 years, I taught a lot on punctuation and grammar. Okay, so why are we here? We're here because we want to be writers. We're here because we want to be authors. We don't want our manuscript to be dropped down to the bottom of some slush pile on an agent's desk because we turned in a document that was filled with grammar errors. Think about it. All that hard work you put into it, that's just a lot of hard work. You don't want that to happen because it could make you appear to be unprofessional to the trained agent's eyes. If you love writing and you want to be an author and make this your lifestyle, you may want to take some time out to learn some basic grammar and punctuation rules. In this series, I want to take some time to share with you and offer some tips and some of the grammar traps that can trap us as writers, that can throw us in our writing and slow our progress down. But first, I want to invite you to click the subscribe button up top and click that bell so you can stay updated on my latest videos and my cool writing tips. In today's video, we're going to be looking at some punctuation rules to help you write that fabulous story that you've been itching to write with confidence. We will be looking at how and when to use a period. Specifically, where to place the period when using quotation marks, and where to place the period when using abbreviations. As an aspiring writer or an accomplished author, every writer needs to understand the punctuation basics in order to write clearly in the English language. This reminds me of a quote that I really like by Mark Ford. He says that good writing is good thinking clearly expressed. Okay, so let's dive into some useful writing techniques in using periods in our writing. All right, so when do we use a period? Well, we use a period at the end of a complete sentence that is a statement, like what we did here. A period is a full stop toward the finish of a sentence. It shows that the sentence has ended. To be a sentence, it must have an action word and a subject. An action word is a verb, which is something the subject is doing, and the subject is a person, place, or the thing that performs that action. Now, to write a complete thought as a statement, you end it with a period. Here's an example from my MG book, Guardian of the Dream Tree. Oh, by the way, MG means middle grade fiction, referring to books written for readers between the ages of 8 to 12 years old. Okay, back to the sentence. Sanja looked up into the woman's eyes and noticed a blue light shining from them. And there's the period closing the statement. Okay, now where do we put the period when using quotation marks? Are they in or are they out? Let's take a look at the following sentences. She pointed to the bag of licorice and peppermint roots and said, "I'll take a pound of those, please." Let's take a look at the first sentence and let's take a look at the second sentence. All right, which one do you think it is? Well, periods always go inside the quotation marks. See the period? It's nice and tucked inside the quotation marks, kind of like a child tucked in bed with their favorite bedtime story. Okay, on to our next question. Where do you place the period when using abbreviations? It's a good question. Another place you may use a period is at the end of an abbreviation. Here's an example of what is correct and what is incorrect. I stared at the placard on the door, Dr. Patricia Benko, MD. Notice the period in the first sentence at the end and notice the period at the end. Suppose the last thing in the sentence is abbreviated and closed by a period. In that case, we don't want to follow it up with another period. That's a mistake to avoid and can have you looking like a competent writer in no time. Well, I hope this video helped you to gain some more confidence in your writing. Today we looked at using punctuation rules, specifically periods and where to put it, and where to put the period in quotation marks, and where to put the periods when using abbreviations at the end of a sentence. So I hope we clarified those questions for you. So I leave you with this question. What punctuation or grammar issue really hangs you up in your writing? Leave a comment below and let me know. Until next time, happy writing!